This is Star Wars Alliance Podcast, and today we are reviewing the new episode of Star Wars Rebels called There Are Always Two, or I should say Always Two. So, Nick, what do you think of this episode?
This episode was just brilliant overall. Now, I really like the U7 sister because I'm bonding to her character, because we understand her background story, and we learned that there's more inquisitors hunting the rebels, which was quite interesting as well to see that.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, this was a very, very good episode. I enjoyed it so much. I
Mm.
enjoyed this episode more than the last two episodes so far
Yeah, I
in
would
this
agree with
season.
you there because we had lightsaber battle, well, kind of a lightsaber battle.
Yeah, definitely. It's not, we didn't have a real good one, but I mean, of course we want because it's
Yeah.
Ezra. And that's
I'm
what I
I'm
really like.
reckoning I'm reckoning that there's probably gonna be a lightsaber battle in the next episode coming up.
Maybe
Maybe?
not, I don't think so. But just want to let you know before we dive into this review, there are going to be spoilers, so please watch the episode first before you watch this.
Yeah, so let's begin, shall we? So
So,
basically the episode starts off with Kanan and Ezra. Kanan's trying to let Ezra lift Chopper. He's trying to use the force to lift objects now. And I thought this scene was pretty awesome because uh Rex comes up with Anakin again,
oh yeah,
which
definitely.
which was really a nice flashback. Well, it wasn't really a flashback. It was more of like a speech he gave about his old Jedi master or general. Uh, or like he says the Jedi who I fought with was the most powerful Jedi you ever met. He used to move objects like a lot.
Well, it's not, he didn't say the last part
He
there,
does say,
but
yeah, he does say last part there, but you get the picture.
yeah, I agree with you. This was a very good scene. Even if with its jokey humor, it's still good. It's showing that Ezra is still training with Kanan. But also, too, like I was saying before, we're going to have the butt head things between Kanan and Rex of how Ezra should be trained, maybe. Because if you notice in this episode, too, Rex did point out that, do not always rely on the Force, rely on your own eyes, which is contradicting to what Obi-Wan taught in episode 4, New Hope, where Obi-Wan said, don't use your eyes, react on instinct.
Yes, I mean that was a cool like cameo, I would reckon, like from the original Star Wars film.
Yeah, but also too, it shows how Kanan and Rex. It
I'm
shows their
trying,
different
yeah,
ways of
yeah,
how they want to train. Not want to train, but how they train or how they see things. Of course, because I don't think Kanan would have said that. He might have, but
you might
if
have,
you
but
notice, though, he didn't really say anything afterwards. Rex was the
yeah,
one who was pointing out. Plus, two, we got to see a fight between them of how disciplined Ezra should be, and seeing that, maybe Kanan is not that well disciplined as well, which makes sense.
because he's still like kind of like a Padawan in a way.
Well, yeah, and he had to train himself through the years like Luke did. But I think Luke put more discipline into himself because he wanted to try maybe to rebuild the Jedi Order. We don't know for sure yet until we see The Force Awakens.
Yes.
So with our next screenshot here, as you see, we see them arguing and whatnot, and Ezra leaves the situation and
Because
goes,
he doesn't want to get into the fight, of course.
yeah, and goes with Seb and
Sabine.
Sabine to one of the Republic medical station bases.
Which was actually kind of cool how we actually got. I'm reckoning that they're just gonna bring like really like good stuff back from the Clone Wars, like good references. Like maybe we'll see like a base like on Coruscant, maybe. Who knows? We may get to see
I doubt it
Coruscant.
because Coruscant is basically the Empire stronghold because that's where
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine lives.
Mhm.
Remember?
Yep.
So
So
basically, now we get this nice, beautiful shot of the Republic medical base, which looks fantastic. I really do
Yeah.
love the shot a lot.
All the lights are out and you just see this big giant thing. I was like, oh my god, yes, they're bringing something back from the Clone Wars. This is what all Clone Wars fans want. They want something from the Clone Wars,
Well, it's
brought
not.
to Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like too is the people who don't like the Clone Wars. At least it's not like shoving in your face. It's just showing you some history stuff here and there and whatnot. I have noticed though in this season particular that they're bringing back a lot of Clone Wars stuff. Have you
Mm.
noticed that?
Yeah, I have. I'm reckoning there may be a flashback to Clone Wars. Who
I
knows?
just I just think Dave Filoni just loves his creation too much.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? They may bring like a flashback kind of episode from the Clone Wars with Ahsoka, maybe training with Anakin.
I don't think so. We're not going to get. Remember, Star Wars doesn't do flashbacks, and that is
Yeah.
true. And I just think they're just going to continue the story with some Clone Wars stuff in here and there. So far, we got the Miracle Base, we got Rex, we got. And here's the other thing too. This episode still has not tell us what happened to the other two clone troopers.
Yes, I know, right? I don't know. I'm reckoning that they've probably been left on the planet, maybe, to try and fix Walker.
That's what I'm guessing because you know what? Rebel says, "Fuck it, we're not gonna tell you.
We're
We
not
don't
just we're just,
care."
we don't care. You just get paid for one episode and then you're out.
Yeah, I mean, can you explain to us what happened? Yeah. We know Wex is the most important character, but I mean, you're not going. Why leave us hanging and not telling us what happened to the other two? I guess they're saying, "Oh well, I guess the people can guess that they stay on the planet or something." Well, don't be lazy and show it. I don't understand why. I mean, that really keeps me on.
I'm reckoning that there maybe be like a reason why the clones maybe didn't want to come.
Well, the thing is, though, it's like, did the clones come and on they on the rebel ships, or did they not? See, that's the thing. We need to know what happened to them
I'm hoping in
because
that they're not
their
dead.
because their Republic Walker was destroyed in the last episode. So what? They're going to live and destroy Walker and try to fix it? I guess so, but I mean, and show that, please. Come on. But okay, so let's continue on with this episode. Okay. So basically now they go and trying to look for the miracle surprise, and we have a little fun scene here
When they just
with
walk past them.
we have a real fun scene here with Seb and Ezra, where they're trying to find it.
The
Ezra
first one to
blocks
find it,
Seb.
yeah.
Yeah, Ezra blocks Seb, and Ezra hits his head on pole, which is very lovely. And yeah, and they walk past them right there, which is very cute for
Yeah.
a actually dark episode, to be honest with you.
Yeah. This is like, Seb and Ezra have been getting along really well now. I
Oh
would
yeah,
agree because if you guys remember in the last season, they were always fighting, etc. But now they're good friends.
oh yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, they're getting along so much more better. And press two, we've seen that. I guess a droid has his own language because Ezra can understand Chopper a bit, but Seb can't, and I guessing Sabine can't maybe as well. I don't know for sure.
And Ezra, as I said in the beginning, is trying to, learn Chopper's language.
Yeah, so
I
that's
mean,
very sweet.
Anakin could talk to her too, in the Clone Wars.
Yeah. So I
So
mean, yeah, that's
maybe.
very cool.
Yeah.
Now we continue on with our little thing here with Chopper.
Chopper. Yeah,
Yes.
so basically in this scene Chopper got, stayed behind in the command center to try and, get all the data, what they need. And then, Chopper hears like this thing like his own like voice. I'm reckon or like droid voice.
Yeah, like a similar protocol droid, but saying the exact same thing as he does.
Yeah. So then we just found out it was just like a kind of like a probe droid what the Inquisitor used.
Yeah.
Which was actually kind of interesting because we never saw, the Inquisitor in the last season use this.
Yeah, it's a very new, unique type of probe droid for the inquisitors.
Mm.
So yeah, very cool scene. You know, it's definitely trying to do that dark atmosphere thing. Even when they gone to the station, you feel this dark atmosphere.
Yeah, and you feel like somebody is watching you, like in a horror movie,
Oh yeah,
or
and
like
then after that, expecting the horror movies. What's a horror movie without our main killer? In this
the
case, the
the
sister.
Inquisitor or the sister, sorry, and
Yes,
the brother as well. So I mean, that's what's unsurprising to me. How we meet this Inquisitor like on the ship. How did she get here first? That's the main question.
that's true. How did she get here first? How did she know that they were coming to the base? I mean, it's very interesting. And
May, Maybe there's like a spy on their like the rebel side. Who knows?
well, the thing is, if there was, then after that, the Inquisitors would not go after them. They would just go right to the rebel base or the
Yeah.
rebel station, or not base station, to one of the ships.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's very cool seeing the sister here. She was amazing in this episode, and I really love the little like one-way fighting thing we get here with her and Ezra. Very
Yeah.
cool.
And I also love her lightsaber design as well. I think this Seven Sister is probably going to be one of my favorite, Sith characters. What not? Yeah, Sith characters. What we have not seen in a while. So
Oh yeah, I agree. And then after that, the brother starts to get into the picture here and gets involved into the chase of Seb, Ezra, and Sabine. And
yeah,
of course, the sister captures Ezra. And then
yeah,
later on here, we
the
see,
brother captures Sabine.
yeah, and they try to blow up the brother with firmer detonators, but they failed. And of course, he pulls it back at them. It blows up, and Sabine gets knocked out. He carries her away to the sister. Now, I want to talk about the brother here very quickly. I still don't like the brother. I
Yeah,
think
me neither. I don't
I
like his like design.
I'm getting used to the design, but what I'm not liking is I feel like he's becoming a cheap Darth Vader clone. Especially too, it's like all the lines he have said in this episode are just quotes from Darth Vader. If True Star Wars fans, if you listen very carefully, you understand what I'm talking about. He's using lines Darth Vader says, and it's just I don't know. I'm not loving it.
Why did he put them in there? He could just use his own voice with his own, speech.
Yeah, well, he uses his own force. It's just I don't know why you give him Darth Vader dialogues so much. I mean, are you trying to make this like a
Or
cheap
maybe or
version
may,
Darth Vader,
or
or
maybe a reference for him coming up in the upcoming episodes.
yeah? I'm guessing maybe they're trying to make him like he's the super bad guy who knows
Yeah,
everything.
he's a big boss of, you know, Corellis, is that Agent Corellis and
Yeah,
the other people who is on the board of his ship. And
yeah,
that scene was really funny how like Ezra and Sabine just walked into him and Ezra just goes, "Sorry, not who you're looking for," then just back off.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I have seen more of the brother. Right now, I'm okay with the brother, but I prefer more of the sister. And speaking
Yeah.
of the sister, while this was going on, we get this real cool dialogue back and forth thing between Ezra and the Christopher. And maybe we get to see she has some sort of a liking to Ezra's face.
Mm.
Because throughout this whole episode, she has touched his face 3 times and says that he's very pretty. Okay.
Yeah, and
I guess she loves longer man.
and plus too, it was really cool how Ezra was just resisting the Seven Sister, and we get to see who she is, like her face reveal,
Oh
more
yeah,
likely, and we all thought that it was Barris who was going to play the Seventh Sister
I
because
never thought it was Barris because I no. I mean, of course it's not Barris. Even Dave Filoni has said it's not Barris, and we've been over
yeah,
this. But still, these back and forth dialogues are very cool, especially with the lightsaber, how she moves, how she talks. It's very well done. I really love it a lot.
Yeah.
These were my favorite scenes.
And I also loved her like probe droid like on her soldier as well. So
Oh yeah, very cool. And now later on, of course, Sabine is brought back to Ezra here or whatnot, and now they're both in trouble and don't know what to do.
and then we get the commander, Commander Sato, or
Who?
Seb more likely.
Yeah,
This was really funny to me how, Seb kind of pretended to be Commander Sato, and, he was like, oh, bring the people to base 6 so I can collect them, or whatever.
yeah. I mean, it's very nice. It's a very generic but cool thing to do. But also, too, I want to talk about the scene before that, where he's like talking to Chopper here.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the music. It was so cheesy. It's like the American theme music going on with Seb. I mean, why do you put that type of music in there? You could have changed it maybe a little bit to not sound like an American anthem, like "I am the hero." Dun dun dun. I mean, you get what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
It
And
needed a different change of music, that scene, because it made it too like I'm the hero. I will save the day type of
yeah.
thing.
And plus to how we get to actually learn a wee bit backstory about Seb, how, he can't understand like Chopper's language or any other droid language.
I don't think that's backstory. It's just give us information, because
Yeah,
backstory would be
information,
more about
sorry.
his life before now. So yeah.
And he says that he won't leave the station without Sabine and Ezra.
Yep. So basically, what they do is Seb is on top of the wall, on the ceiling, with
And he
the
tells
Phantom,
like
and then he drops
Ezra,
down and shoots the two Inquisitors. Ezra grabs his lightsaber back. They get on their ship, and before they leave, the Inquisitors, of course, stop them with the Force. And
but
Sabine shoots the brother trying to escape, which works because he lets go, uses his lightsaber to block. The sisters can't hold on to the Phantom anymore. They leave, and they're all surrounded in darkness, the two Inquisitors.
which was kind of awesome how we get to see the new Inquisitors using the Force trying to stop the rebels from escaping. And I really like this scene, to be honest, because you just see like Seb on top of the roof and like Ezra just looks up and he's just sees Seb waving.
Oh, yeah,
And
because
then
in one of his dialogues, he said, "Chin up, keep your chin up."
yeah, and he says to Sabine, look up, and then he just
Yeah,
see and she
very
sees.
loudly he says that, though. By the way, I want to say that he says it very loudly. Where you know what? If this was not a TV show, they would have heard him said that.
I know. How did the Inquisitors not know that it was Seb who like you
Well, it's
know?
not that either. It's just that when Ezra is like telling Sabine, I mean, they could hear that whole conversation. I mean,
I
the brother
know.
was right behind them. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
like he was like, what's this going on here, huh?
Yeah, I
Must
mean,
yeah.
oh well, it's just a little nitpick there, but basically they escape, and now they tell Kanan that there are two Christers, and I really like this end of this episode because you see how shocked and how scared Kanan is, because now you're dealing with a Sith Lord and you're dealing with two Inquisitors on your tail, and it's showing more and more of the weight,
Fear
fear,
of the
weight
Jedi.
of the situation.
Yeah, and plus too, I really loved this scene as well. It got like so emotional how Ezra says, "How did you not know there was two Inquisitors after us?" And then Kanan said, "I didn't." Like
Because
he
it's true,
was,
he doesn't know.
yeah, it's like because he could sense that if there was you Inquisitors.
Yeah, so it was very interesting. It's very interesting too to see how Kenan deals with these problems with uh not as Hera.
Yeah, Hera.
Yeah, and it's
And
just
I also love Rex's look there, how,
yeah.
he's just like, this is so disturbing.
Well, it is, especially to
Yeah,
Kanan. I mean, you see it through the whole end of this episode how shocked, how scared he truly is,
yeah.
And I really love the ending of this. And of course, it gets ruined a bit with that whole Rebels theme at the end, which I wish they placed the Rebels theme at the beginning and a little bit more better because it feels like it's just randomly pop in there just because they need a logo title card thing. You know?
hmm
I just wish they'd done that just a little bit better, but oh well.
Would you agree that the design of Star Wars Rebels is getting really, really better?
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, the whole new episodes here for season 2, everything is looking 10 times, 100 times, a million times better.
So my thoughts on the episode, it was good. It got a wee bit emotional at the end, how Kanan, he was scared about you Inquisitors, and he doesn't know what to do now. How he has Darth Vader on him, he has the two Inquisitors, and when the Emperor comes, out of hiding,
Hmm.
that's gonna be a big battle. So for the ratings for this episode, I would give it probably a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Okay, I'll go one step beyond on that one. I'll do a 8 out of 10.
And plus two, I really love the like we lightsabers battle as what we had
I
as
kind
well.
of want to do a 9 out of 10 actually, just because I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
this.
me
I
too.
I feel like this
Yeah,
episode deserves just a little bit more
yeah,
than a 7 or 8.
I changed my mind. I will give a 9 out of 10 for that because
Yeah.
because this episode just got way better than the last couple. So I mean, Siege of the Fall was all right for the premiere.
Siege of the Fall and this episode have been my favorites from season 2 so
Yeah,
far.
episode 2, The Lost Commanders, and episode 3, Relics of the Republic. Meh.
Worst of the Republic so far is the weak episode, I
Yeah,
think,
but
out of the
episode
bunch.
2 probably like kind of brought it up a wee bit.
Yeah. But I really do love this episode, and now let's see how well they do with Hondo with his terrible
Yeah,
look. I'm sorry, I
yeah.
don't love his look in
His look
Rebels.
is just like terrible. And I saw a sneak peek today, from the Star Wars YouTube channel, and Ezra calls himself Lando Calrissian.
And it's like,
How
oh,
do I mean? How does he not notice it's Lando? It's Ezra.
yeah.
I mean,
I guess you
he's a
can't tell the
pirate.
difference between white and black anymore.
Yeah. So
uh,
overall, I cannot wait to see the rest of the episodes for Star Wars Rebels season 2. How many episodes are they doing this time?
it should
23.
be 23 if I'm correct.
Okay, I'm reckoning that like there's gonna be a battle with the Inquisitors with Kanan, Ezra, and Ahsoka.
Well, of
Because
course, we see it in
yeah,
the
we see in the
trailer.
trailer, yeah,
Yeah.
and we see like Kanan on the ground with Ezra.
Yeah.
And we don't know if Kanan's dead for sure.
Well,
We don't.
let's wait and see if he
Yeah.
is. I'll clap my hands and go hooray if they go that far and go that balls deep. But oh well. So that
Oh,
was our review
yep.
though of Always Two They Are of Star Wars Rebels. I hope you like it. Please comment and let us know what you think of the episode.
So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and may the force be with you always.